Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing Simic Aggro, which I am so excited for because this is a really fun deck. And it kind of goes to show, actually this is one of the first decks that I tried to build initially, like when I first started playing Magic, was a very similar deck to this. And so what we're trying to build around is actually Herald of Secret Streams a little bit as like a finisher for this aggro deck. We're playing a lot of counters, a lot of unblockable damage that can come through, and then just finish out the game with either a Sleep, a Herald of Secret Streams, or a Hidana's Climb to just wipe out the opponent and kind of use our early game damage and also just being able to fill up our board really quickly to just hit in for really big swings on turn 4 or turn 5. So Herald of Secret Streams, creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter on them can't be blocked. And so this could be really awesome. You have a Jade Light Ranger that can become a 4/3 that just can't be blocked. So that's 4 unblockable damage right away. Wild Growth Walker, which can be insane with this card. Of course, you guys have all seen it get up to 6 power, 9 power at times, and can swing in either with Hidana's Climb, doubling up that power and flying over the top of people, or just being simply unblockable and swing in for the win. That's what we're trying to do with this deck. We're kind of playing a mix between some ideas with the mono blue tempo deck, where we have our Curious Processions, our Mistcloak Herald. We have a Spell Pierce. I didn't go into any more counters because that's not typically my style of play, but I did feel like it deserved at least two copies of Spell Pierce because we need to protect our stuff. But Merfolk Trickster, Siren Storm Tamer, which is great for protecting our guys, especially the most important stuff. And then we just have lots of ways to be ramping up, getting counters onto bigger stuff, and just doing good things with this deck. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to win with some good, smart cards to play. So let's get into the gameplay, see how it goes. Wish me luck. All right, up against Cerritus. Bring it on, Cerritus. And let's see how Simic Aggro does this time. All right, I like the Curious Obsession. Pretty great start out here. Yeah, we're just going to hope to keep this Wild Growth Walker alive. Wouldn't mind a turn 1 play there, pass the turn. So Curious Obsession is kind of interesting in our deck. We wanted to have it because it works so well with Mistcloak Herald and the Siren Storm Tamer. Ooh, drawing 2 of them is bad. All right, well, get down a blocker, pass the turn, hope for no removal. They don't have black mana, so a good chance they may not, unless it's Radiant Destiny. All right, so they're going to get in for quite a bit of damage here. No blocks. Down to 15, they're gaining life. Ooh, would really love to find mana there. All right, so Merfolk Branchwalker. Ooh, man. We actually have to go graveyard here. We absolutely need to find lands. No attacks past the turn. We need to have this guy as a chump blocker. We can keep gaining life. We may not want to lose this. That's probably our only chance of actually winning the game. All right, Marvin swings in. We will just block. Actually, they have a Legion's Landing. We're going to trade off here. We're okay with that trade-off, especially with the Jade Light Ranger coming in now. All right, give us land and something good. Another Wild Growth Walker, and we've just used all of our... We have to go graveyard. Man, that's so rough. I think graveyard as well. We need to find land. No attacks past the turn. Now we have blockers for these guys. They're going to want to start building up their side of the board, which vampires can do very well, but we're also not doing too shabby ourselves here. They can kill our guy. Hidana's Climb just immediately flips here, and that gives us more land, and then we can Curious Obsession as well. So let's go Hidana's Climb. Let's go on Wild Growth Walker. And no attacks past the turn. Yeah, past the turn. Curious Obsession wouldn't work here because we have to attack in. Radiant Destiny. So Herald of Secret Streams is actually where this is awesome. So if we can find an island, or any land really, then we can Herald of Secret Streams, Curious Obsession, and start doing some fun stuff there. And they're just going to be gaining life is the issue. But the unblockable damage and the chance we have to gain life is pretty good here. So I think what we do is, let's just... we can swing in for a lot of damage here anyway. We can swing in for 10 each turn and have a blocker that can kill their guys, because we have enough here. Alright, let's just do that. If we find mana for Curious Obsession as well, we can do that later. But let's swing in for 10. Pass the turn. I mean, they can create guys now. That's the biggest issue, is that this Marvin Fane can swing in pretty easily. And here. Alright, no blocks. That's a lot of damage. Down to 13. Alright, Forest down. Alright, so this is what we do. We just need to fill up our board, I think. So let's Growth Chamber Guardian. We're going to act like we're going to add... I should have tapped this so it's down. We're just going to pass the turn. So the best thing that we can do here is that they're going to swing in, thinking that they're safe with the Marvin Fane. We Merfolk Trickster on the Legion Lieutenant. It will no longer give the buff here. Alright, so 5 damage. Alright, so we're going to block here. I'm worried that they're going to have a pump spell. It might just be to gain life, though. Alright, so on their end step, we are going to go ahead and flash in Merfolk Trickster. Legion Lieutenant. I mean, that wasn't the best thing to do there, but let's go for Herald of Secret Streams. Let's go for card draw. So here and here. So we have 2 places that we can swing in with. We can block anything that they swing at us now. We are doing 11 damage. Next turn we get to grow this guy as well. We get to draw a couple cards. Take action, take action. Alright, and now we should be pretty well set up. Alright, a flyer. Oh, that's bad. They do have a blocker now for the Wild Growth Walker. They swing in with everything. Yep, create a lifelinker. We're going to chump here, and we can't go below 6, can we? All right, we're gonna block this way. We lose out in the Growth Chamber Guardian, which would be pretty good. All right, they create another lifelinker. Man, oh, this is bad. But this is unblockable. So, first off, actually no. Have we played land? Okay, play land. Jade Light Ranger, gain tons of life back. Graveyard, doesn't even matter. And now we will head down its climb here on Wild Growth Walker. It's unblockable, and opponent scoops it up. Alright, perfect. Whew. That was pretty scary. Opponent was building a pretty wide board there, but the Herald of Secret Streams worked really well there. And I was actually surprised that they didn't find removal for it. And the best thing about that one too is that they're having to remove the thing that's like the worst on your board, but it's also what enables all of our good stuff to be able to swing in. And so they have to find so many pieces of removal that sometimes it actually does work out very well. All right, let's get into the next game. All right, up against Forsaken 3. Sounds like a game title. Is that actual name of a game? I have no clue. All right, we'll keep this. Hedon's Climb is great. Forest past the turn. So we can actually... Hedon's Climb works great with Ghost Chamber Guardian because we get to draw each time that this even comes down on it. At the same time, though, getting down the Wild Growth Walker is really good. I'm going to go for card draw over the Wild Growth Walker here. Pass the turn. Right, Dawn of Hope deck. Interesting. Alright, so we're actually in pretty good shape here. Hedon's Climb. Man, I keep cracking. I'm sorry, guys. Put a counter here. Take action, draw. We are going to go ahead and swing in. They might be able to get back for quite a bit of damage, but I'm okay here. History of Benalia. Swings in for 1, down to 19. Muskoke Herald. Alright, well, Growth Chamber Guardian, Wild Growth Walker. We're just going to grow our board here right now. Counter here. Take action. grab one. Swing in. They can't really swing in with anything on the next turn. Even with them, they will be able to gain some life back, but that's about all they've got. The sleep will be good. Do they have a some removal here? Lone in Vanguard. Okay, so getting 2 life. So the sleep here actually will be pretty useful. We get to pretty much get rid of the History of Benalia's value on this turn and get in for quite a bit of damage. So we could play both of these guys. But I think that yeah, we're just going to sleep here. They don't get any value of this History of Benalia. We'll just put a counter here. I'll attack. Down to 8. They don't untap on this turn. They're going to have a blocker. We get to Miscloak Herald and hopefully stop anything they do. They do gain 2 life, though. So we need to have enough damage to actually get through here. Which our Hidana's Climb... Maybe I should have put a counter onto this just so I could flip Hidana's Climb quicker. Alright, gains life, gets to draw. They could have had a blocker with Dawn of Hope as well. No blockers. Alright. Perfect. We will absolutely just play the Jade Light Ranger. That'll help flip Hidana's Climb. We'll go... Yeah, we'll stay library with that. That's fine. Alright, so next, we're going to put a counter onto Wild Growth Walker again. This gives more value for them just stopping that, but let's go ahead and try for this. Swing in with everything. Revitalize. Okay. Resolve. Okay, down to 2. And we have this Miscloak Herald for the next turn, or the Wildgrowth Walker. Sorry, Merfolk Trickster. I cannot spoke right. I think I want to hold the Trickster up. Let's go with Growth Chamber Guardian. Pass the turn. I want to add more damage to the board. So even if they get these guys, like we can swing in with him and get quite a bit of damage through. We can also tap something down on the same turn. We also can just use the Arch of Vraska. They might have a board wipe here. I'm just going to block 1. No reason to get rid of our guys. Down to 19, and I'm thinking this is just a scoop. Unless they do have the board wipe. Cleansing Nova, right? So they did have it. They did have it. That is bad. But we have the Winged Temple of Vraska. So let's go Miscloak Herald. Growth Chamber Guardian. And we'll just pass the turn. They know we have this Wildgrowth Walker. Merfolk Trickster I think is better for us at the moment though. In case it's a Lyra or something that they play massive here that could just end the game for us. This should help. Alright, Dawn of Hope again. They're going to be able to create a token here. Alright, well, let's block 1 person. Or tap down 1 person. We get an extra person to swing in with here in case they do have. Hopefully not as Settle the Wreckage. But we're just going to go all in on this guy. We're going to swing here and here. Yeah, they can create a life linking token. They can't block with it. Doesn't even matter. There we go. Good game, opponent. I was worried about a Silhouette. That's the only reason I attacked with both of them, just to at least get some value out of that. But I knew that they could create a token to block our guy and keep themselves alive. So anyway, good game. All right, up against Calibri. Calibre. Anyway, fantastic hand. We're gonna keep. Beautimus. All right, we're gonna be able to even hold up this Spell Pierce on turn 2, which will add some protection. We're gonna look very much like Mono Blue, which some people play a little bit differently around Mono Blue than they do with everything else. So, Mystical Herald, please survive. Alright, no burn. Get down the other island. Curious Obsession. We're going to be able to have the Spell Pierce up. Alright, I'll attack. Take action. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Lot of land. A lot of land. Justice Strike. Spell Pierce. Alright, Hinterland Harbor. Alright, see, some people just scoop as soon as they think it's just straight up mono blue. So I was wanting to show them a little bit of green there quicker. I was hoping I could get that down just to see if they'd stay in the game a little bit longer, because people feel like they have more chance against merfolk than they do mono blue. And that's part of the reason why I like to play for fun, is because I feel like I want to play things that people actually be able to play against, that they're going to have fun playing against. That's a fun card. Where there's some decks, like some people just won't even play against control. Some people just won't even play against mono blue. And honestly, I totally get that feeling where like sometimes you go up against mono blue and like, if they get these cards in a row, I have no chance. And that is really frustrating. I want to kind of bring. I wish that normal play. I feel like there's a lot of mono red in there. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's not jankiness, and this probably ought to be played in ranked as well. Although it's really tough thing there though. At the same time, this is something that is kind of jank, and so I don't know. All right, up against Skip Soap. Bring it on, Skip Soap. And we're playing our Simic Aggro deck. And let's see here. All right, we're gonna keep that. It's not bad. So I'm going to play the Hinterland Harbor first. I like to be able to have opportunity for 2 blue mana quicker. I mean, I guess we have it anyway. Doesn't really matter. Man, excuse me. All right, let's see what Skip Soap is doing. All right, island pass the turn. So that is one thing too. I know some people that will just scoop as soon as they see island played, like because they think it's going to be mono blue, and it's frustrating. I think that I want to see more decks like this where it's like you're taking the combos on mono blue that are a smart way to play, and I don't think it's a bad thing to be playing smart combos, but not necessarily super fine-tuned decks that you can't have any chance against. Where this deck is mixing a couple of really fun combos together. That I feel like that's the way I like to play. Is I'm like, okay, this synergy, they actually work well together. Let's make those synergies one and have fun doing it. And that's the way I like to play. All right, we're gonna get down Branchwalker first. Try to get any other lands off the top of our deck if we can, which we found one. So glad to get that off the top. We're going to get into better draws a lot quicker. Explorer is super powerful for that reason. Merfolk Trickster can be really good if this is a Drake deck. Possibly Grixis Dragon's Pergler Rat. What? Alright, well, let's get rid of an island. Alright, this Breeding Pool. We're just going to get that down tapped. So Merfolk Trickster lets us actually get through damage here. But we're not, like, we are in an aggro deck, but we're also more just like kind of build wide at the same time. Let's go ahead and do this. We don't get tons of value out of this on the next turn for sure. This gets in damage for sure. Down to 18 past the turn. Which it adds more value, I feel like, to the cards that are in our hand at the moment. Alright, pays for it. Alright, Disinformation Campaign. Discard a forest. I actually should have got rid of the island there. Alright, Mistcloak Herald. Growth Chamber Guardian. All attack, hold back the Branchwalker. down to 14 past the turn. They might be playing Ritual of Soots. I'm hoping that they don't have the second black mana for it. Alright, Bedevil. Okay. Curious Obsession would be amazing here. Another Merfolk Branchwalker. Let's swing in here and here. Just going to keep getting value while we can. The sleep is going to be pretty good. We're definitely going to Merfolk Branchwalker to try to set up a better draw for the next turn. They do go ahead and block now, which opens up more value here. Interesting. We do risk losing this sleep. We're going to go Graveyard with that. Pass the turn. Steam Vent's tapped. Disinformation Campaign, so we do lose the sleep, but not a big deal on this board state. Alright, Wild Growth Walker is great. Swing in with everything. I am going to play this just because I want to get something, like, if they have a board wipe, it's a bigger blowout, but, you know, just pass the turn. I mean, if they want to spend mana trying to get stuff out of our hand versus killing the board, that's okay. They have to find an answer for that. Well, I mean, I guess that's a blocker as well, but they're still dead on board. Captain Lannery. All right, so they do have a shot here now. All right, we're going to keep swinging all in, though. They get a trade up here and then kill this, but then they take 3, and a Mystical Carol will keep coming in. I will hold onto the island again, though, to see if they prioritize discard. We never need more than 4 mana with this deck, not really. So do you have 2... I mean, man. Alright, opponent scoops it up. I was worried that they had a lot of card draw, a lot of opportunities there, but we just kept the pressure on, and that's what this deck's trying to do. Alright, there you guys have it with Simic Aggro. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, get me up to that 10,000 mark, share the video. That actually is a great way to get me boosted. Facebook, anywhere, help get me onto some other platforms besides just YouTube. And let's just keep growing this channel. If you guys are looking for other types of things right now, I am definitely open to more ideas for fun decks, because as we're coming to, you know, wanting that next set to come out, it is sometimes hard to keep up 7 videos a week doing new decks, and I know almost no one else does it, especially for standard. I think I'm the only one that does it a daily thing in only standard, and it's been a really fun challenge to keep doing that. But if you guys have any ideas of things you guys want to see, I'd love to have some ideas so I can keep coming out with fresh, fun, and interesting content. And I mean, I have plenty of ideas as well, but I know that, you know, I have another month and a half before the next set releases. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.